Hello, friends, and welcome to a really exciting lesson in the kitchen. Here's my assistant, Nora. Can you say hi?
Hi.
And right now, we just want to get some supplies ready. So let's go through what you're going to need for this experiment. All right, Nora, what are we going to need?
Yeah, we need water, but no water.
We need water in a spray bottle. And what is this here?
The cutting board.
Cutting board is needed. And this,
Yeah.
the plastic wrap. Can you tell us about some of these other items?
Tape
Tape is needed. Ooh, what are these things here?
with names.
Names and labels of what? What do we need?
Seeds and beans.
Different seeds and beans, and you're going to want two different types of these. Try to have some beans and try to have some grass and corn or something close to that. What about this right here? What's in there? Water, warm water in a container, and how about this right there?
Toilet paper.
Not toilet paper, but paper towels. That would be some big toilet paper, though, right? And then this over here, a notebook and a pen. We're going to need that also when we actually start the experiment. But just to get you started, I'm going to have Nora here perform the first procedure. Nora, could you grab one of each of these and soak them in the water? There's one. There's two. There's three. And there's four. And we're going to check back in tomorrow to get this experiment rolling. For you, just hit pause, I guess, and leave this until tomorrow, or come back to this video tomorrow to see what to do next. Welcome back, friends, and here we are a day later. And just to remind you of what we're going to need, because we're actually down here in the laboratory, and Nora's here too. Say hi.
Hi.
Here are the supplies we're going to need. A spray bottle, and this time we've got some water in it. What was in here again?
Seeds.
Seeds and beans, still soaking, and we're about to pop those out of here. We also have a roll of tape. We have the labels for each of our types of seeds or beans. Remember, we're looking for several different varieties. There's also the paper towel and cutting board, and we've got that plastic wrap as well. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is move these labels and tape out of the way just for the moment. And Nora, would you like to help me spray down this paper towel? We're just going to get it nice and soaked. Now, the seeds and beans have been soaking in a lot of excess water, but they'll still want a little bit more, so we want to make sure they have that.
You got some on my arm.
Oh, yes, and you may get a little wet while doing this experiment. It may happen. How's it looking? Do you want to give it a feel and see if it feels nice and wet?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's see. Oh, maybe a little more. If you can see the cutting board showing through, that's probably a good indicator that it has enough. Okay, fantastic. Now that it's wet, it will make this next step really easy. I'm going to just fold the paper towel around. Now, maybe yours is the right size for your cutting board. That may depend on your cutting board and also on your paper towel, but that was a pretty easy fold right there with it being wet. Okay, next step, here are our beans and seeds. Nora, would you like the honor? Can you take, wow, look at that big lima bean right there. Cool. Why don't you go ahead and place that one right there. And then where's the other bean? Do you have the other bean? Let's, oh, that one. Why don't we put the corn right there? All right. Oh, and there's the wheat berry. Let's take the wheat berry and we'll put that right over here. And go ahead and take that other bean out. We'll put that one right over here. So I have my 4 types of beans and seeds across the top. We're going to put this dish out of the way. Okay.
No, what else?
Now we're going to wrap this in plastic wrap. Now you may need an adult to help you with this. These plastic wrap packages can be tricky even for us adults. Woo, look at that. Okay. Let's get that plastic wrap right over the top of those seeds. You know what? I think we can actually go this way with it. Fantastic. And you know, the tear things on these can be a pain sometimes, so I'm going to use some scissors to cut it up. That makes it super easy. Cool. All right. Yep, you got the idea, Nora. Let's press this down over it. Here. And actually, hold on a second. We'll pick it up and we'll stretch it. You ready? Yep, go ahead and tuck. Go ahead and tuck. Go ahead and tuck it around. Fantastic. Okay, we've got one last step before we're ready to let this experiment roll. And Nora, you can help me with this. Ooh, which one is the red bean? Okay. I'm actually going to tape these up above them. Oh, which one's the lima bean? Fantastic. Let's get that lima label on there. Oh, where's the corn?
It's right next to the lima bean.
Right next to the lima bean. Oh, look at that. I almost taped that one different way. Okay, there's our corn. Oh, and we've got one left. What is it?
This.
The wheat.
Yeah.
There's the wheat. Now, you're going to want to take this and lean this upright. Okay? You also want to put it somewhere not too cold. Now, down here in the laboratory, it's a bit cold, so we're probably going to put this up in the corner of the kitchen. It's a nice, nicely darkened but slightly lit area, which is going to be good for these to grow. The other thing is, if you don't have a place like that, you can put a towel or a piece of dark paper over these. Now, go ahead and check it every day at least once. We're going to be taking pictures and flashing those up. Hey, remember that notebook I mentioned you might need at the beginning of the video? Now's the time to get that out and get that set up for your experiment. Each day when you check in, make a log in either writing form or with a drawing of what you are observing in the experiment. So if you haven't just set up your experiment yet, hit pause, go set up your experiment, and then check back in a couple days and see how we're doing and see how you're doing. Good luck, scientists!